The emission control system warning in your Subaru dashboard can be concerning, but understanding what triggers it helps you respond appropriately. This warning appears when your vehicle's computer detects an issue with components that control exhaust emissions. When this warning appears on your dashboard, it means the engine control unit has detected a malfunction in one of the emission control components. The good news is that this doesn't always indicate a major problem. The engine control unit continuously monitors sensors throughout your vehicle's emission system. When it detects readings outside normal parameters, it stores a diagnostic trouble code and activates the warning light. Based on diagnostic data, 4 main issues account for the majority of emission control warnings in Subaru vehicles. Let's examine each cause and its frequency. Oxygen sensors are the leading cause, responsible for 40% of emission warnings. These sensors monitor the air-fuel mixture and are located before and after the catalytic converter. They naturally degrade over time and high mileage. Catalytic converter problems account for 25% of cases. This component reduces harmful exhaust gases, but can become clogged or damaged over time. The ECU constantly monitors its efficiency through the oxygen sensors. Evaporative emission system problems represent 20% of warnings. This system prevents fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. A loose gas cap is often the culprit, but the system can also detect very small vapor leaks. Mass airflow sensor malfunctions cause 15% of emission warnings. This sensor measures the volume of air entering the engine, which is critical for calculating the proper fuel mixture. Problems become more common as vehicles accumulate higher mileage. Here's the statistical breakdown of emission control warnings. Oxygen sensors lead at 40%, followed by catalytic converters at 25%, evap system issues at 20%, and mass airflow sensors at 15%. Modern Subaru vehicles feature enhanced diagnostic capabilities that provide more specific error codes. Software updates have addressed many false positive warnings, especially in 2019 through 2024 models. These improvements make it easier to identify and fix the actual problem. When the emission control warning appears, start with these simple steps. First, ensure your gas cap is properly tightened. Next, have the diagnostic codes read to identify the specific issue. Remember, this warning often indicates minor problems that are easily resolved. When your Subaru displays the emission control system warning, the first step is proper diagnosis using an OBD2 scanner. This device connects to your vehicle's diagnostic port and retrieves specific trouble codes that identify the exact problem. The scanner will display specific diagnostic trouble codes. Here are the most common codes you'll encounter with Subaru emission systems and what each one means for your vehicle. P0420 and P0430 codes indicate catalytic converter efficiency problems. The catalytic converter reduces harmful exhaust gases, and when it fails, your vehicle cannot meet emission standards. This is one of the most expensive repairs, typically costing between $800 and $1,500. P0171 and P0174 codes indicate the engine is running too lean, often caused by faulty oxygen sensors. These sensors monitor the air-fuel mixture and help the engine control unit maintain optimal performance. Replacing oxygen sensors costs between $200 and $400 per sensor. P0441 and P0456 codes point to evaporative emission system problems. This system prevents fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. Common causes include loose gas caps, damaged vapor lines, or faulty purge valves. These repairs typically cost between $150 and $600. P0101 codes indicate mass airflow sensor problems. This sensor measures the amount of air entering the engine, which is critical for proper fuel injection. A dirty or faulty MAF sensor can cause poor performance and emission issues. Prevention is always better than repair. Regular maintenance can help avoid emission system problems. Replace your air filter every 15,000 to 20,000 miles. Perform fuel system cleaning every 30,000 miles, and always ensure your gas cap is properly tightened. Here's a summary of typical repair costs for emission system problems. Remember that some issues may be covered under warranty, and software updates can sometimes resolve problems without parts replacement. Before expensive repairs, check if your issue can be resolved with a software update or system relearning procedure. These solutions work in about 45% of cases and cost much less than parts replacement. Also remember that major emission components are covered under federal warranty for 8 years or 80,000 miles. Here's your action plan when facing emission control warnings. Start with an OBD2 scan to identify the specific problem. Try software solutions first if applicable. Then proceed with targeted repairs based on the diagnostic codes. Always check warranty coverage before paying for major component replacements.